Hello, my name's Mary Breslin and I'm the Dunmore Weaver. This is my loom. It's my favourite loom to weave on. It's dead easy to use and it's a lovely, smooth, relaxing mechanism to work with. I really enjoy making something that's useful, practical, colourful and hopefully, well, to my eyes anyway, beautiful. I find that when I'm weaving I get into a state of flow where the worries of the day, the stresses, the things that are troubling you suddenly seem a bit more distant. Maybe it's because the eyes are downwards, you're focusing on what you're doing. Maybe it's the rhythmic left, right movement. I don't really know what it is that helps your mind to get a rest from those stresses, but I find it very relaxing and almost therapeutic in a way. But the thing about these looms that I particularly like is that they are usable and accessible by almost anyone. There's lots of different accessories you can buy for people who have different levels of ability. There's a special shuttle, one of these, that sits on a shuttle race, which is the bit that it slides back and forward on, that's extra wide. So if, for example, you wanted to control the shuttle with a stick in the mouth, you could do that. Or if your aim wasn't very great and you were worried about the shuttle flying off the end, that would be the accessory for you. The looms are wheelchair accessible, very light to use, and there's lots of different accessories for things like people who have limited grip or who perhaps can't see as well as somebody else. The reason I've created this crowdfunder is to give people the chance to try out this type of weaving, this type of creative activity, which I found so helpful. I want to especially work with people who've suffered severe trauma and loss, particularly those who are long-term survivors of those experiences. And often when the support has waned a bit and people have expected the survivors to get back to life as normal, or at least to get on with the life that they've got, that's often when emotions can get the better of you, and when you feel that perhaps you're getting a bit down, maybe into a spiral of downwards mood. I'd like to offer this project to people who feel that way, just to offer a hand of friendship, a compassionate, creative hand to help them do something which will hopefully break that cycle of misery. And in the research that I've done, I've found that people who've experienced a big loss in their life or a big trauma, well, they're often more likely to be the ones to help somebody else. If they've suffered themselves, then they can understand another person's suffering, and often they want to reach out to somebody to help them, and that can be very therapeutic and very beneficial. Sometimes when it's really difficult to deal with something that's happened in life, one of the few things you can do is think, well, there is somebody worse off than me, and I'm hoping that the projects that I'm running will help people remember that and perhaps hold out some hope to other people by getting involved in this creative weaving. The kind of things we're going to make, for example, we might have a group of bereaved people who will make blankets for refugees who are resettling or moving across countries. We might have a group of resettled refugees locally, and they might want to weave blankets for the special care baby unit, for example. I've created this crowdfunder for the Dunmore Weaver in the hope that we can raise funds to run some of these projects for people who've experienced trauma and loss. Sometimes if you've been through a tough experience in life, you begin to believe that you have nothing left to offer and that the world would be a better place perhaps if you weren't even there. And I hope to offer something that might change that point of view, to give people hope when they're in their darkest times, that there is somebody out there that needs them and that they have something positive to contribute to the life, because it's easy to forget when you get into that dark place. We really do appreciate any donation that you can make to the appeal. And if you can share the video and the crowdfunder page further so that more people can see it, then that's even better.